Ready? Go.
Yep. Go.
Are we on?
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm not ready. Okay, yeah. Do you know that they want you to compete with yourself and everyone else? First of all, does anybody notice there's only two things going on this planet? Okay? If we suffer today, we'll have a better tomorrow. There's one. And here's the other belief. It's a jungle out there, and it's competitive. That's a corporation. C-O-R-P, Corp. They're coming from a death vibe. I'm in competition with no one. My first 10 years of being in the health business, I held back everything I knew from my patients, only gave up what I needed to make money, and to keep people to keep coming to me. It wasn't for the money, but it was because I was still unworthy. First of all, just being in the health business, right? Back then, okay, I mean, we're talking 40 years ago, okay? Back then, remember the health nut, your health nut? I've always been a quack. If you go on quacks.com, I might be on there still. The reality is this, okay? That as long as you feel unworthy, you will buy into their beliefs. There's nothing unworthy about you. Whether you're dealing with your family, your neighbors, the world, don't accept anything unless it's unconditional love. Don't accept it. If you do, you will not finish your mission down here. Why don't you go talk to all the people in the nursing home? They don't want to be there. You'll never be in a nursing home, and you'll never be in a hospital. You know, I don't go to the hospital because I fall down and bang my head. I don't go to the hospital because I'm ever sick. You do know that the last time I went to the hospital, I was 23 years old. That's unconditional love for me. I've had 6 surgeries. Yes, I know you have. I can tell. Look at your personality. You'll never be able to cut out the evil out of you. Make somebody feel evil, and they're going to start cutting their parts out. Make somebody feel evil, and they're going to take drugs to try to numb out their emotions about themselves. I don't believe in sinner, I only believe in winner. And when I lose, I always win. Because I know I have to repeat it again and again to get it right. When I fail, I don't fail. It's a practice run. When I fall forward. Understand that. What we're going to do here this morning is we're going to do couples connection. So you're going to pick someone, okay? And we're going to do couples connection twice while we're here. Now, couples connection, Simran, you want to come? So couples connection is where one of you will sit like this, and then the other one will sit like this. And it doesn't matter if it's 2 women or 2 guys. Let me tell you something, couples connection. We were doing the mirror work earlier. You can do couples connection with yourself and yourself. Me, myself, and I. There's 3 of you. Okay, so you can do it in front of a mirror where you've got your hands on both sides of the mirror and looking into your eyes, because you never do. None of you have ever looked into your eyes while you're fixing your hair, shaving, doing your makeup. You don't look into your eyes, because there's no way I'm going to look in there, because, okay, there's an ugly person in there, there's a sinner in there, there's a failure in there, there's somebody that lets everybody down, okay, there's somebody that's unworthy. There isn't. That's the illusion that these serpents have given and created all these systems to make you look like that. Think about it. You are a piece of God. 99.99999% of you is spirit. And this is why it's so hard for them to kill us. If we weren't so much spirit, we'd be dead a million times. And look at, most of you have pictured your death a million times anyways. Look how many times that you, in your mind, have killed yourself and hurt yourself. So we're going to do the couples connection. And when you do it, can you come a little closer? Because, yeah, I want to be able to put my hands just here. I want to feel her breathing, or his breathing. And she wants to put her hands right about here as well to feel my breathing, because when I breathe, we're going to breathe together. 6 seconds in, 7 seconds out. We're going to wear a slight smile. A lot of you are going to be nervous. Why? Well, because you've never done this before, and your subconscious says, anything new, I'm going to stop you. But your subconscious says, anything new, okay, your subconscious says, anything new, I'm going to stop you from doing it. Now, that is, it's going to stop you from doing things that will hurt you, and it's also going to stop things that will heal you. Because your subconscious is only as smart as the beliefs that are in there. What if you were born a sinner? What if you were born guilty? What if you right now feel guilty? Well, you're not going to pick high vibrational things like healing, are you? Yeah. So you better make sure you're right when you say. Okay, so you better make sure. I'll say it louder. Then tell me to speak up.
Okay, speak up.
Thank you. Just tell me to speak up. So, no, you're doing amazing. Thank you. Most people wouldn't have saw the comment. Just tell me to speak up, though. Daryl, open your mouth. God knows I do enough. Okay, so you need to really get this. So what we're going to do is when you were doing it, let's practice. Just show it. Well, exaggerate it a little bit. So make sure that you go pee. Make sure you scratch your nose. And remember something. Your subconscious is going to want you to have itches. It's going to have, oh my God, my back. Oh my God, my neck. And it's going to want you to stop this. Why? Don't you remember when you were younger, you were told never to look inside because you're a dirty little girl? Because you're a bad little boy? And God knows, I don't want Simran to look at and see deep into me, because then she'll know that I am evil. I am the devil. You think I'm kidding? Why do you think you get here scared? Because you haven't bought into that you are just beauty and nothing else, and that's what you are. But remember something. You are your beliefs, and most of your beliefs are not yours. Oh, so does that mean your personality is yours? No. So I'm going to tell you something. This could be mother-daughter, mother-son. This could be anybody. This could be friends. This is everybody. If you want to raise your vibration fast, you do a couples connection. I know people that do the couples connection with their dog. And wait till you see. Your dog will do it with you. Do you understand? So this is about connecting to our spirits, connecting to that which we truly are. So we're going to do this for 10 minutes. And after we're done, we're going to ask everybody what they felt. You can pass if you want, but wait till you see. You're going to go in scared, but you're going to come out of this going, oh my God. That blew my mind. Because they made us believe there's nothing good in here. Oh, let me tell you, there's everything beautiful in here. And that's the truth. So just know that the majority of the population will always be sick. The majority of well, they will be. It's the game. Remember something, we are spirit beings and we're trying to find our place in the universe. And you have to earn it. So how many times do you have to repeat something to become your authentic self? When you're down on your knees and begging God, please? When they tell you have 2 weeks to live? Or do you want to get to it right now? I don't have the money and I don't have the time. Well, you will, baby. You will. Because everybody does. By the time you're 50 or 60, now you're spending all your money just trying to grab some youth. So you either grab it today, and that youth is your spirit. And you don't let anybody else mess with that ever again. It's all about the field. It's all about the frequency. It's all about the vibration. It's all about the light. You are the light. Seek the light, my butt. If you're going to seek it, you better go inside because it's an understanding, not an understanding. You will never be under anyone again. When somebody says to you, do you understand? It's always going to be somebody who thinks they're in authority of you. From now on, when you want somebody to understand, you're going to say, do you understand? They're going to, what do you mean? Have you taken that in, that you're beautiful? Have you taken that in, that it's up to you? It's an understanding. It's not an understanding. You will never let anyone tell you that you will be underneath them again. Okay, so let's try it for a second. You're only going to be scared to look into their eyes because you have a belief. Who would want you anyway? Okay? That's it. So the more nervous you are, okay, the more unworthy that they've made you. And I say they. And that would be every system out there. There's not a man-made system or ism that I will ever participate in. Okay? All right. So pick your partner. Let's come out to the middle. Move that back just over there. Okay? All right, pick your partner. Come on. Come on in and make yourself at home. Potty break. Oh, potty break. No, it better be quick. You're supposed to do it before we started. Who has to go to the bathroom? Go quick. All right, go very quick. The rest of you come together and get in position. And if you'd like to talk and get to know each other a little bit, go right ahead. All right? Okay, lights. Okay, guys, let's bring it down. Bring it down. Please bring it down. Bring it down. If you're talking, I don't want to have to hear you. Now you whisper. Shh. Hey, guys, it's very important that if you talk, you whisper right now. It's just to get your vibe, okay? Let's get it soft, okay? Okay, you guys can start now. Let's start getting connected. Now let me just say this before we go any further, okay? No, don't look at me. Look at them. Look at them. Look at your lover, okay? All right? And I mean your lover. Wouldn't it be something if you loved everyone? And that doesn't mean you have to like their beliefs.
But boy, wouldn't you be off the hook? All right? Wouldn't you be off the hook? Now, here's the deal. Start connecting to your breath. Let's exaggerate our breath that we can feel the ribs open up and close so that we can connect to each other. Now, you're going to have thoughts, and when those thoughts come in, just let them float by like a river. Okay? So if you see something float by that, it's not a great thought, just let it float and watch it float on by. And then when a nice flower, her, look at her, please, not me. Look at this. So we can tell the people that have a problem connecting. Now, if a flower is in the river floating by, I want you to go and I want you to grab it with your mind and I want you to smell it. Smell how beautiful it is. Okay? So here we go. We're going to do 10 minutes. Okay? 10 minutes. Don't look at me. No. See, you can always tell. So we'll be talking about this. The people that end up looking at me and look away, guess what? They would be really bad on that first date. Let's have a spiritual courtship here. So, how was that? 10 minutes. Okay. All right. How was it? Okay. We're going to start with Barbara and Marie, and then we're going to work our way around. So, Barbara and Marie, guys, if we can, thank you. And we'll go around this way, actually. So, Barbara,
Yes.
you don't have to say anything, or what would you like to say?
It was fabulous. I felt the connection with her right away.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed in tune with each other through our breathing. And we didn't lose eyesight with each other. We were totally connected.
So what did you feel throughout? Like, what did you feel at the beginning, the middle, and the end?
I was, I felt at the beginning a little bit awkward, but by the end, I felt totally in love with this lady.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
Now, I'm only going to say this because you were the first one. We shouldn't have to do couples connection to fall in love with everyone. No matter what religion, what color, what language, what belief system, red hair, purple hair. Guys, even, and I don't mean even, but this whole thing, do not get sucked in to the transgender thing, to hate it, to embrace it. If it's not part of you, mind your own business and allow it. Do you understand? Mind your own business.
Our breath was perfect with
Good.
each other. We didn't, it was like no one else was in the room with us. To me, it was like we were just the two of us here.
Beautiful. And I'm sorry if I took it off course. I didn't mean to allow the transgender thing in your family. Stand up for your beliefs. I meant that. I just meant don't fall for things. They want us to, they just go from one thing, hate this color, hate that religion, hate that group, hate this group. That's all I meant by that.
I found absolutely nothing wrong with this woman while we were connecting. Nothing. We were perfect with each other. You felt that too?
Absolutely. Total connection, total love. Just felt emotional as we completed.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel at the beginning? Awkward?
Yeah, a little awkward at the beginning. Just trying to be focused a little bit and breathe.
Okay.
It didn't take long.
No.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Cheryl?
For me, it was falling into the ocean.
Speak loud so that they can hear you over there too, love. Everybody just speak loud enough that everybody can pick up and feel what you're feeling, okay?
At first, it was looking into a mirror, and then the mirror became the ocean. And then that all there was love. And then there was the most fragrant jasmine that just, beautiful.
Leona?
For me, connecting, I was trying to find me and you and me, or just wherever it needed to take us. And as I relaxed my eyes and brought you into one, your eyes wouldn't come into one. They stayed separate. One became bright blue with a sparkle. The other one became lighter gray. There's a sense of sadness I can feel, or maybe it's not sadness, but there's a sense of something that you need to deal with. That's what I felt with you. But there's also this bright, shining thing that you know you're going for and that you want. But this is kind of holding you back. That's what I saw.
Beautiful. Jason? Melissa. All right, speak loud, okay, so everybody can hear you.
I started off with sadness.
Why is that?
We've been through a lot in the last 6 months. Building our business. darkness, how to disconnect. I saw a lot of fear. And then our breath just became just in sync. It was correct. It was just in sync. And I know that we haven't done this since it stopped.
You what?
We haven't done this since it stopped.
Guess what? You wouldn't be feeling sadness if you did it every night for 5 minutes.
Well, this has been, we talk about it all the time.
Oh, but we don't have time. And we don't have the, and we got to make money.
Exactly.
Yeah. So guess what? It's payback time. Okay, go ahead.
And then I saw, like our wedding plans. The love we had, it's still there. It's just, there's so much busyness right now.
I will tell you something, whether you want to believe this or not. Lori and I get it all done. And we always have time. It doesn't take a lot of time to reconnect. And I'm not trying to be a smarty, but if every man were to learn that it's only a 5 to 10 minute deep connection once a day, you'd be making twice the money, 3 times the money. Money is not even in our picture anymore, Lori and I. It's not about the money. It's about the adventure. And you're not there, Jason. I see you chase it. It drives you crazy. And you drive me crazy. So I know what you're doing to your wife. Anyways, go ahead. And you do. The fear, I can smell it. And guess what? I avoid it, which means sometimes I avoid you. Okay.
Yeah, for me, she started with some tears, and there was that disconnect of us, is what I recognized that as. And then from there, it was fear. There was a time when, as I'm staring at her eyes came to be one, which to me signified she's got a great keen sense of recognizing things that I don't, and seeing things before they happen.
It also meant that you became one. When her eye became one, she reconnected with the love that she has for you, and that was it.
And then it was also, so I just sensed this child within her who wanted to just have a great time, just play, and yeah. So that was cool because I haven't seen that with her for a long time.
Well, that's because you're not playful. There could be a clue.
But then, yeah, it was just the overall synchronization and love and appreciation for where we want to go, what we want to do, the adventure we want to be on.
Are you on the same adventure? Are you going the same direction?
I feel like we need to work on that.
Yeah.
I think we're on different levels right now.
Just try to see if you can slow the horses down. You don't have to set them free, just slow them down. I tell everyone, okay? All right? Slow down if you want to speed up everything that is in your dreams. Slow down if you want to speed up everything in your dreams. Keep going fast if you want to be distracted and disrupted.
I've been telling them that exact same thing.
Yeah, but he's not going to because he thinks like this. You think like this. Oh, it's time to do the loop-de-loop and go on the Ferris wheel. And he goes, no, mother sucker. There's point A and there's point B. We're going straight through. No, you have to bring out your feminine side and you've got to go. Here we go, we're working. Okay, roller coaster, woo. Okay, back to work, woo. And that's how a woman thinks. So you better be wooing a little bit. And you better woo her or it'll be boo woo you. But just know this, you're an amazing person. You know what, Jason? She just wants more of that boy to play with her. She wants you to, you know why, don't you? She wants a man, but she wants a little boy too. And if you don't bring the little boy out every day, okay?
Yep.
All right. It's not going to be easy.
Nope.
Nope, because you said, mother sucker, I'm punching a hole through that thing. The doorknob's right over there. Go ahead, ladies. But just know this, I'm proud to know that. Can I say this? I'm just proud to know the two of you. And you know what? You are where most couples are never. And you're willing to go where most couples will never, ever go and ever venture. So you better hold on to that. I mean that. I mean it. You know, I will do anything and everything for this couple. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was going to be a little weird at first, but it was the 10 minutes. Surprisingly went really quick.
And it was actually 12.
Oh!
I know, I always take it, I take it to the point, you know. And actually, guess who was my monitor? It was Melissa. I was using her.
Oh.
When she was done, we were done.
But yeah, looking into your eyes, I just could see such a beautiful, nice soul, like beautiful. But each eye, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it's almost like they each told a different story. Like, I don't know, like one had more sadness or madness, and the other one had, I don't know what it was.
She is a little mad. We've noticed that. Does everybody know she's a little?
Yeah. So that's just what I felt. But I can just see you're such a beautiful person. So nice. Someone I'd want to hang out with. That's for sure.
Thank you. Me as well. The first thing that came to me is beauty. Beauty, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Your eyes they lit up, and I kind of look on one side and then look on the other, and you would be shifting, and I'm going. Actually, was thinking even about, oh, that's a feminine side, that's a masculine side. I wonder what she's trying to tell me. Oh, she's so cool. Like, she's so awesome. Like, just beautiful. And then the flower came, and I'm like, yeah, she's beautiful. She is gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I just wanted to mention one little thing about what you were saying about faith, because it kind of connected with me what you were talking.
Okay, speak a little louder though, they're all the way over there. They're not hearing you.
Okay.
Everybody, can we do one thing in this course? Can we find our voice? Nobody listens to me. Well, you're either screaming or you're not talking to them. It's the truth. Okay.
I just resonated as what you were saying about Jason and Melissa as a couple, because my husband tends to be a bit that way too, like Jason is. Like, we'll both have a busy day just working at home, but we're doing our own things
And I'll just want to take a couple hours off at some point and go for a hike or something, but he doesn't want to stop. And so it's hard to get him to go out and
Can
do
I tell you
something like that. It's the same, similar kind of thing, like you said,
Yeah.
about the roller coaster thing, and then get back to work.
But do you understand something? Do you want to know something?
What?
Your husband doesn't want you that much in his heart. Because you might see something that you don't like. Men protect, they create that wall. What if she gets in there and I'm not her protector, I'm not her lover, I'm not the one? Men through generations have been taught one thing. If we pay the mortgage, our job's over. All we have to do is pay the mortgage. And meanwhile, both people are working now, but the man thinks he's the only one paying the mortgage. So everything is a subconscious program, and because it's so driven in there, okay? Your husband doesn't even think about it, but his value is in how hard he works and how much he works. And so now he's made you into thinking like a man too, and you compete with your husband with working, and that's why it's wrecking your body. Isn't that cool? Not. Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, when we first started, like some of the others, I felt a bit nervous. It just seemed like a really weird thing to do. But right from the
But
start,
understand something, everything new, your subconscious is going to say it's a weird thing to do.
I know.
Because your subconscious isn't intelligent. It just is fearful if you haven't worked on making your subconscious a courageous BraveHeart. Okay.
So what I saw right from the start was that she has a lot of love in her, and a lot of compassion. But I also saw a few other things, a bit of nervousness, because I could see her eyes kind of going one way and the other way looking sometimes. But as we went on, they seemed to level out a bit more, and she was a bit more comfortable with it.
No, she was a bit more trusting with you. She doesn't trust a lot of people.
But she was smiling, and I was quite interested that when I hadn't had a partner yet, she came straight over to me, and I love that, because we have made a connection. Because I went and gave her a hug after. I said, I know he was a bit hard on you, I'm going to come and give you a hug. and I...
Who was hard on her?
You were!
Oh, it's okay.
I know it's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay, but I just wanted to give her a hug because sometimes it obviously is stirring up emotions. And
yes, and next time and you're not going to hug her. You're going to stay away from her. And you're going to let her think about it. And thank you for ruining the training.
Sorry.
No. Okay. No.
I don't want to miss what she says.
Okay, let's make something perfectly clear. When I'm trying to teach her something, what am I teaching her? I'm trying to teach her to honor, respect, and love herself. I don't need you going in and loving her and stroking her like a victim. Do you notice how she comes in and talks like a victim?
Yeah, now.
And now you went and stroked her and helped her come back to the victim.
Yeah,
It's okay. You know what? I love you. The bully. That's what you said. You said Daryl's a bully. Now, understand something. You are going to mind your own business for the rest of the course. And if she is not happy, she will speak out like everybody else will. What does anybody notice that when we've been talking this week, this is the fixer-upper of Quadra Island. If there's something broken or someone needs a stroke, see, yeah, like if you saw a three-legged dog with no hair, you'd go, oh, and I would go, hey, yeah, I'm going to come back as a three-legged dog with no hair and outrun the four-legged ones and get the best-looking girl. It's how you look at things. Stop doing that. Okay, go ahead.
So what I felt from the beginning was a deep connection.
There's a
That's
what?
why I came.
There's a what?
A deep connection.
A deep connection.
That's why I just come
Okay.
across the room through her, and I felt like, okay,
I need you to
let's do this.
come from here. Come from your solar plexus. You must practice this.
Yeah. Breathing.
No,
I
you-
have that problem breathing.
Oh no, I don't want to
just
hear
keep
about your problems. Okay, you can't go 10 minutes without opening up your mouth and telling everybody what your problems are, what your weaknesses are, why you're broken, why you can't go on with life, why you got this, you don't deserve this. Oh my gosh. I have to dramatize everything in this course because when you leave here, you have to stop being a little terrorist to yourself. Go again.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get through. Let's see if we can do this. Okay? Okay. Now, Liz, it's up to you to correct her when she goes in to start to knock herself down. Go ahead. That's your job for the rest of the week. Yes, now you know, Liz, I've never liked you. Okay,
Okay.
one second. Okay, 1 second. And you need to speak from your diaphragm, from your solar plexus. You guys don't get this. That's the first step of saying, I am proud of myself.
I'm proud of myself.
Oh my gosh, nobody can hear
I'm
that.
proud of myself.
All right.
I felt a deep connection with her since, I guess, the first day, and that's why I just came across the room,
Okay.
straight to her. From the moment we...
I would like to hear about what you were feeling throughout this. We
Yes.
don't need to do all this other
Okay.
stuff. Let's go right here.
So, she's a very empathetic person, so I felt that.
Nobody
The
can hear you.
smile.
I want you to look and talk out this
She's
way.
a very empathetic person. You already
Empathic?
described.
Empathetic.
She's empathetic. She's empathized with them. She's empathetic.
I don't like the
too.
word. I don't like the word. Okay,
But
because
she
you know what
is.
people, 1 second. I just want to teach something here. Okay? I'm an empathic, well I can tell you're totally hurt. I take on the pain and suffering for everyone. Okay, this is not what we do. Okay, I am an observer. Okay, look at, if I observe things and I want to help people, do you think getting emotional about it is going to help them?
No.
Or do you think staying well balanced? So empathic used to mean something else, that you could feel people, but now empathic means I take on people's suffering. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Every girl, I've never had a man tell me he's empathic. Every woman that's ever told me that I'm empathic, I have empathy, or I'm an empathic. Guess what? Can I tell you something? They're like, whoa, no. Okay? So words get changed. They get changed. I'm a BraveHeart hero, and I feel what people feel, and then I do what I can to help and support them on where they need to go for their life. That's what I want to do. I have no agenda, and I'm definitely not going to go in and stroke somebody. Okay? All right? Feeling sorry for people will keep the world enslaved. I want you to hold on to that, Joyce, and ask yourself, are you trying to keep people enslaved that they need you? Or are you trying to help people to find themselves so that they will be empowered by your energy? You think about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So at first we are smiling and we reflect on each other. I felt I have a mirror in front of me because when I was just thinking of, I got connected
I still
with
want you to
myself.
you see the people over there? I want you to talk to them and know that they'd like to hear you.
Okay, so when I
Okay.
first started.
Now, people
I
that, you know, you need to get this. This is part of training yourself that what you say matters, and you don't need people's approval for giving your opinion about what you want in life. If people can't hear you, and you are not strong enough in your words, they don't think you mean it, so they're not going to be there to give it or to change something. You know, I really love you, but I don't want to be talked to like that anymore. I want to be, okay, how about this? I really love you, but I don't want to be talked about like that anymore. That's how you speak.
See the difference.
And I exaggerated it. So don't ever think you're going to get anything you want, and you go ahead and hide out in here, okay? And tell the world everything that's wrong with your life and how you're such a victim and sound like it, and find out, let's, no, one second.
Zip it.
Zip it. Stop talking about what, you see?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be very hard for her. If we can help her to stop talking about how she's broken and how she loves to explain. Well,
You love,
one second, you got to stop for a second. She needs to explain all the dysfunction and keep explaining it. There's no talking here. The other day when I said, please be quiet, please, and I was begging her and she wouldn't, some of you were going, why doesn't he allow her to speak? And I'm going, I'm here to protect her against her beliefs that she has to tell everyone why she's wounded all the time. And guess what? If you tell everybody why you're wounded all the time, what are you going to remain?
Wounded.
Thank you. Don't say a word. We're moving on. Okay?
In the beginning, I was very emotional, started crying, had snot bubbles running down my face.
Snot bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I held on, and I think the reason for that is I was seeing the little girl in me, in her, and it brought up a lot of emotion for some reason. She is a beautiful person, and we connected very well after that. I just had to remember to get it into my breath and breathe and just let the snot drip down my face.
You know what? You've been here long enough, and I need you to tell me I'm right or wrong, or that you see, you're starting to look at people and see them. And if you look at somebody with unconditional love, you're allowed to see them. These two are very hard on themselves. Out of all the whole group, there's only 2 other people here that are as hard on themselves as these 2 women. And that's your connection. You're so hard on yourselves. You've got to just know this. I mean, everywhere, you should be putting up wherever you live at eyesight. Okay? I love you. I got you. 3, 2, 1, I got this. You know what? Okay? I am my best friend. You know, in the Perfect Day Guide, we've got like 200 quotes. Pick the ones that vibrate or make up your own, and go get sticky notes and put them all around the house. Put them everywhere. Remember something. How did they get us to eat their poison, drink their poison, let them stab us, radiate us, and do mustard gas into our body? Repetition. How are you going to become your best friend? Repetition. Repetition. That's it. So you've got to put sticky notes everywhere. In your car. You know, before you start your car, you have to pull the mirror down and go, I love you, Maureen. You're not allowed to turn the car off and go in the house until you pull the mirror down. You're not allowed to go to the bathroom unless you, and if you leave the bathroom without looking in the mirror and going, I love you so much, and I will protect you against my subconscious beliefs that were never mind that were shoved into me that are dishonoring me. So understand, subconscious, we got our eye on you, and we are going to make sure that every belief in there is based on unconditionally loving this beautiful person. And you look in your eyes and do that, and your subconscious goes, okay, they're serious. Because the conscious part of you, which is only 2% of the day, is the captain. And if the captain is loud and proud about something new, the subconscious will take it on and cement it in for you. But it wants to make sure you're serious, and guess what? It first says, oh my gosh, this new belief, I've never seen it. What if it kills her? So it's nervous like a little chicken crapper. So understand that. So be patient with your subconscious, because its job is to stop you from doing anything new, even if it's going to save you. Okay? Your turn.
I just want to say that today's been already outstanding. I came in, I didn't know what I was going to find here other than all of you, and it was going to be precious moment after moment. I was very enthused when you announced that we were going to do the breath, our connection, our coupling.
But you see why we don't do it until the third day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to, I gotta melt the ice a little.
So I was really enthused about that. I couldn't wait to begin, and I didn't know who I was going to get connected with, and my friend here said, let's do this together, and I said, yes, let's do it. So, and it was beautiful because we were letting go. My friend here, Tracy, was holding her breath a bit, which I recognized in myself, so I just coordinated on getting her to take deeper breaths, longer breaths, hold, and let go, release. And she was leaking a lot, and I recognized that. No, from the eye.
Snot bubbles.
Snot bubbles. Snot bubbles.
I love it. We're going to use that.
And her eyes were communicating two different messages to me, and it was, she was having a bit of uncomfortableness letting go, and I just tried to keep bringing her back, especially her left eye. She would dart off and try to find you or find grounding. She actually said to me, and I was wondering, her tailbone was hurting because she was having a hard time grounding with that. So
Well, that's only because it's been a long time since she's wagged her tail.
So, but it's beautiful because I salute the loving you because it's the loving me.
And I meant that. You need to wag your tail now. That's not a sexual thing.
Get it on.
See, I had to look at you because I knew you were going to jump in on this. 'Cause you're looking,
Absolutely.
this is a whole life coach course. Okay? I don't know what you do after you leave here, and we don't want to know.
And the other thing I really appreciated, because I recognized it in our breath work too, is when you electromagnetically draw people to you and you're not running as fast away from yourself but towards yourself, you're also drawing that energy to you. That's vibrating higher, and that's a beautiful thing. And I don't have to believe everything I think right now. And I'm observing my thoughts and my interactions, and processing and chipping away at everything that
That's called a high intelligence species.
Excellent.
So it's fun. I'm on the adventure of a lifetime, and I'm glad that all of you are here with me on it, and we're going to do great things. We're going to do outstanding things. Thank you. Thank you.
All right? Okay, this should be fun. Let's get it done.
Please do. Well, at first it was kind of hard to focus on the eyes because they were just
Try to speak a little louder.
focused
To the
so hard.
furthest person in the room, speak to them. Okay, that's what you do. Okay?
So I felt a lot of things, and at first it was her eyes just couldn't settle. So I just tried to focus on one eye, and I saw self-protection. I also saw a beautiful little girl, big smile, trying to come out and running, but would always come back and protect herself. I also saw almost, oh, what's the word? I lost it. I saw happy. I saw happiness, but then I seen protection again. Sad. Sometimes angry, but I think that was protection. And big, big smiles, big love heart. Just beautiful little girl, but just very protected.
So my eyes were darting back and forth because I was really dizzy because I saw a crazy amount of shit. Sorry, excuse me for everything. Sorry about everything. Okay, sorry. Let me regroup here and be a businesswoman. Okay, so I was dizzy because I saw about 20 different faces going through you. You had a star in your one eye and you had your heart in your other eye. I saw you as a small girl, and I saw you racing all the way until you were an older lady with white hair. I saw a man's face come forward, and then I saw a face that looked like yours but wasn't yours. And then I saw this evil black thing vibrating, coming out, and then coming in. This is why my eyes were darting around. I was trying to focus on your eyes. And so from that I gather, and then I saw this beautiful rose, and I saw this beautiful blue-green, just your face just glows this blue-green, like, love. And from that I took that there's a lot going on inside of you. And I felt as though you're trying to find your voice and who you are, but there's a lot of things going on in there that are trying to come out, but you're not releasing them, was my point of view. I saw it like, I just got dizzy looking at you because I felt like this confusion of kind of like where you belong. But I saw this beautiful heart and love and this smile and this glow and so many lights around you. Like something kept grabbing my attention over your shoulder because you had this big light on your shoulder.
Paige, you do know that you were seeing a lot of yourself in her eyes.
Really interesting. Yeah.
You sit with it for a while.
I will.
Today.
Yeah.
But a lot of that you were seeing. You don't realize it, but you're seeing yourself in the other person. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we are a mirror of each other.
Yeah.
But you are seeing things of her and yourself. We're all connected. Okay? And I'm going to just say this, and you might think I'm off track, but those that think that they can rule 8 billion people, okay, want us disconnected and hurting each other. And believe it or not, we are closer and more of each other than they would love us to feel. If we had unconditional love for ourselves and each other, they would be powerless. They would be totally, and so the reality is I understand this, and I never give up on anything, but I do understand that they will always have the power down here. And so I want you to understand something. You were seeing, like, did anybody notice when she's talking that you could see the things that were part of her?
Yeah.
And the other things that you were seeing that were her?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want you to go in and look at the story tonight when you go to bed. And you will say, yeah, I saw those things in her that were me. Go ahead.
Oh, I was done.
Okay.
But you're a very beautiful person, Tammy, and I'm honored I get to take this course with you. I've known Tammy my whole life, so this is a very awesome experience to get to know her deeper.
Very good. All right.
So I thought that this was going to be a lot more uncomfortable than it was,
Yeah.
but I think that speaks volumes to the last couple of days here.
Does anybody notice the difference in him? How he's relaxed and kicked back, and you notice how your voice is more bass now? I mean, what is this? I've noticed, you know, what I was noticing. I mean, who is this guy? Okay, all right. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I found it quite comfortable, unbelievably.
Unbelievably.
There was a couple tears shed halfway through, and I just thought there's something coming to the surface that needs to, and I thought that was pretty awesome. And
Tears from who?
her.
Okay.
And I saw a beautiful spirit that just wants to come out. So, thank you.
Thank you, Christine.
I saw kindness.
Okay, speak to the farthest person in the room. I'm going to keep saying this, guys. It's finding yourself, Christine.
I'm getting there.
We'll get there right now.
I seen kindness in him, and I seen that he's been hurt, and he needs to talk about it maybe.
Speak louder,
Can't hear
please.
you.
Nobody can hear you.
Can't hear you.
Just know that. No. Well, just know that you're not going to get what you want in life, because you know what? You go to the restaurant, you look at the menu, the waiter comes over. What would you like? What? If you want somebody to fill your menu out for you and serve you, then you better make sure they know what you're saying and that you mean it. Go ahead, sweetie.
I seen kindness in Dennis and steady, rock steady. Obviously, because he's a helicopter pilot, right?
Speak louder.
Again?
Talk to him.
Talk over here. Don't talk, because nobody
yeah.
can hear you. They're not hearing you. This is, you need to get this. Do you want the things you want in your life?
Absolutely. There you go.
Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. Speak to Jason.
I seen steadiness in him. He's,
Do you see? Okay, now,
That's better
if
already.
you were to hold that as your regular voice, your life would change.
Yeah. I have goosebumps.
You get this? Okay, well, let's see if you can make it through this next 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, he's. I seen like rock steadiness. Our breathing was in sync until I got a bit emotional, and then he brought me back down to
Grounding.
breathing in sync. Yeah, grounded.
In sync.
Exactly. Yeah, he's just so kind. There's so much kindness in him.
I see it.
Yeah.
When he finds his power, he never will give up his kindness. Oh my gosh, you have no idea what kind of practitioner you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you will be so inviting for people, and then you give them your power. You've got it. I'm telling you, you've got it. Go ahead, Christine.
I felt comfortable from the minute I sat down with him. Like complete comfort. No, what's the word? Uneasiness. Nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's a good man. Very good man, but somebody's hurt you.
Deb?
Well, I got up there. I was trying to find somebody to do it with, you know? And I thought, you by yourself, you're just
laying there, and I thought, oh, she's got somebody for sure. And she said, no, oh, that's wonderful. So I was so happy. And we got together. And I didn't find it uneasy at all. You are so comfortable to be around. I just love, well, I have to tell the rest first. And then I thought, I'm going to show her love through my eyes. But I got so much from yours. You just gave it to me. Then there was tears, and I thought, the first thought was, I hope I didn't make her cry. But it's not about me. Okay, so then you got it back, and then, oh, it's just the love. You were so open. You're so authentic.
It's adorable.
You are vulnerable. That was the word, vulnerable. You were so vulnerable. I just felt, you know what, I was even hoping it was longer. Honestly.
It didn't seem like 2
No, and even with his hip. But, you know, it was wonderful. I just love you.
So, like Deb said, she came and found me because I was Christina, and I said, okay, we're not going together because, like, we're our comfort zones, so this isn't good.
Yeah, good for you.
That's what I thought. That's when I thought you would have been together.
Yeah, no, I was like, no, this is not a good plan because we talked about it this morning. And I said, no, I think we're too easy to connect. So, anyways, I just laid down and I thought, the person who asks me first or says something or doesn't have a partner, that's who it is, because it's trust the process. It's meant to be what it's meant to be. So anyways, I had a big release happen because Deb reminds me of a woman who is close to my family, and now we're disconnected. And so I had this big release because I could feel all this love coming, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? So I let that go because holding on to it is obviously not serving me, hasn't served me for the last 10 years. So anyways, and I see this beautiful human being who is physically even so similar to this woman that it filled my heart. So I felt all that love and authenticity in you as well. Thank you for being so open.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
We decided we are so comfortable like this.
Really? Oh, the pretzel twins.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So it started off when I looked into her eyes. I saw hiddenness and brokenness, but that was me feeling that because I was feeling sorry for myself. And then I said, Debbie, get strong, love yourself, self-love, self-care. And I felt her pain. I felt that she was in a lot of pain and didn't love herself. And for some, this might sound crazy, but I felt like I gave her my strength. And she got really strong. And we stayed strong together. That's what I felt.
Okay, first of all, there's nothing crazy about amazing.
It just was
There's
so
nothing
connected.
crazy. We are miracle beings, and miracles are daily things that happen when you love and care for yourself. They don't stop. You'll never say to somebody, well, that was a miracle. Miracles don't happen just in the Bible. We are the miracle. When you have unconditional love and care, and as much as you can for the human beings on this planet, miracles are just a daily occurrence, and you can ask anybody that has taken these courses. You know what? When we say let yourself off the hook, how does it feel to have a hook in your back and a hook in your heart, a hook in your brain? How does it feel to have issues in your tissues?
Well, I started off by, of course, it's a mirror, so I felt like I was feeling sorry for myself, and I said, Debbie, get your shit together. And I let it go, and then I felt her. You know, I'm a caregiver, and I feel like I got to take care of everybody else and fix them and save them, right? That's me. And I let it go, and I said, I ain't fixing her. She has to fix herself.
Good.
And I felt like I gave her the strength to
But
do
you
that.
weren't talking to her. You were talking about everybody that's in your life right
Oh,
now.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it was great. And we're still sitting like this. It's awesome.
Rose?
My throat's a little dry because yeah, because my water's there.
Would you like a drink before you speak? Can
Yes,
you grab her
please.
water, please?
Oh.
You know, always take the time to make yourself comfortable.
Yes.
Understand, when you guys go through the non-surgical course, guess what? Do you know what is just as important as your patient's comfort? Yours. If you're comfortable when you're working on them, they're comfortable. If you're all twisted and you are put yourself in it, listen, we are no longer suffering to make money. We are no longer going to suffer. We are nobody's slaves. We're not doing a job. We're finding our passion and our purpose, and we will enjoy our day, and then we don't have to worry about the pay. And that's it. So you don't sit there anymore with a dry throat. You come first. Oh, I don't want to interrupt. That's what people always say. Oh, I didn't want to interrupt. No, this is called self-loathing. And you don't even know you're doing it because it's so heavily programmed by all our authority beings that aren't our authority. They don't have any authority over us. What's your story, Rose? Did you get your drink?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Before she even approached me, I already started to tear up, and I even warned her that I was going to start crying, almost like giving myself permission to cry.
Yes.
And the first thing I observed in my head was the BS story about my thorn. Well, I think it's my ex, but it's me. And that I have to let him go. Because I struggle with that belief that I had to be married no matter what, stay married no matter what. And that's what I was observing as a young child. So I have difficulty in letting that go, but then I remember the river and I just, let it float. Also my father came in my head, and I apologized to him that he didn't get the love that he deserved, and I had to let that guilt go within myself because he kept changing my words, carrying that. And then I did feel her vulnerability, her openness, her presence, her love, and it went between I am love, saying to myself, I am love, I am BraveHeart. I saw her holding some tears, but I did feel the connection, and I know 5 years ago I wouldn't have been able to enter this comfort zone, or into your comfort zone.
She wants to stay like this all day.
Well, let's take a vote. Should we let them?
It's not up to you.
I know, there it is. Okay, all right. So if you want to go out there, let's all get in a circle here and stand up. Okay, let's do this. This will only take a minute, and then we'll break for lunch. I hope you like this.
You gotta make space for everybody. No, I get it.
Okay, all right. So what we're going to do here, okay, this is what we do when we finish this, okay? Okay. My heart goes to your heart.
My heart
to your heart. My heart goes to your heart.
Good girl, my heart goes to your heart.
Okay, on the count of 3, let's meow. 1, 2, 3. Meow! Okay. Tea break, back here in 5.